Alright guys, we are back. This is kind of a part two of the last video. Just an update on the positions, what I think about Bitcoin, alts, Ethereum, everything. So yeah, it is 13th of November. It's Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. And everything's worked out perfectly. If we just quickly dive into Bitcoin, it's the same thesis for a long time now. We've got key weekly levels, let's say here, as well as here. That's kind of the only concerns we have. We're kind of dealing with in these parameters here. Just drop down to the daily, and we had arguably another range here, which we just broken out of. Couldn't even get a fill in the supply. No worries there. If we just go to the H4 now, for me, I interpreted this as my range here. At first low, subsequent high, supply here, and I was away again. I couldn't capture this short here. This would have been an A plus setup in my book, and I would have loved to have taken this. I'm just gonna check something quickly on my MacBook. Yep, we're just all good. Just watching my current positions because it's highly volatile right now. Everything, so I'm just keeping an eye out. Anyways, if we go back to what we were just saying here. So essentially, I just said this as a deviation, and earlier today I saw this, and I didn't take it purely because I was over risked on my positions on Ethereum and Pump, which I spoke about last video. I may not have even spoken about Ethereum, but I did tweet it. If I get the tweet up here, um, quickly, where is it? Where is it? So essentially, deviation and another deviation at some point here. So now that this move has played out, and we did get the fruits of this move just through other pairs. Yeah, I don't really tweet as much anymore, but I had this. Shouldn't be hard to see deviation. This should hold this level, and if we just have a look here, it held perfectly right here. And I've been short since here, and I added half here and half around here, and this is my average position as of now. So really, I'm just waiting for these lows to be taken. Um, right now we're at the mid range, so we could just see some relief into this general area here. Again, look for some low time frame PA, and then I'll add there again if I see it's appropriate. I think this bottom for Bitcoin is going to be unforgiving, um, and wrong chart. And yeah, so it's also the wrong chart. Okay, let me just USD. Okay, cool. I think this bottom for Bitcoin is going to be unforgiving, and we'll just look at this. So we front run this level, and this is a key demand on the daily and the free day. Very obvious demand here, and it's a very key inflection point, very important level. And I saw Trader XO talk about how to play it really, and I'm very similar in the sense where I look at this as a range. However, where I do differ, I just think that I'm more liquidity based thinking in this regard. So there'll be an obvious liquidity sweep if you go to the daily. The first one being here and the second one being here. After which it should just be all of it, if I'm being honest. So with that manner, I would like to put my bids here firstly, which is 95.5, but it's just too big of a level, a bit too wide and a bit too much on the line. I'd rather just wait to see a confirmation. Ideally, if we just see a bit of chop and then massive sweep and then just trap sellers, that would be good. If we just do something or there's major news about a bearish scenario, that would be good because if we just look on the weekly, this should really give a very, very, very good bounce. Again, we have to be wary is a yearly level here as well. If you just go to the weekly scanner, we are so far away from the bands, right? And the moving averages. Uh, Whenever we are far away, we just get a huge retracement back, huge retracement back, huge retracement back, deep, deep pullbacks. Same here, same here. So it's just an area you kind of just want to think about trading intraday or looking to position long. And I don't know how or why people got offside on this move. It's just so, it was very, very obvious in my opinion. Just a simple range. People thought we're going to flip this somehow, we're going to come up to here, rather than just reject from the supply. I don't know. I saw all sorts of things on Twitter. I saw people longing here. It didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And alts as well are just a bag of shit right now. Just carrying on with it. So just to quickly summarize, we're looking for confirmation, or if I go to the extra charts and I see, for example, we're coming down to 95.5, which is around here, and I start seeing price, volume, open interest all correlating with each other, whether that's inversely or sorry, not inversely, but if it's upwards or downwards, if they're all just conversing with each other, then yeah, because I saw just to add my own confluence, I saw open interest falling and uh, volume rising, and price wasn't really reacting well either, which just led me to also further believe it's just going to start dumping like crazy. And Bitcoin, to be fair, it hasn't done anything crazy. It's more Ethereum and alts. If you see 6% here, 10%, 10.5, it's again, it's nothing crazy. It was just I positioned well for this move, and it's good to come back with a bang after taking about 2 weeks off. It's nice. So yeah, let's just talk about the positions I took then. Ethereum was pretty standard, just had a deviation set. If you want to, I think there was a H1 market structure shift. If you correlate, so low, high, broken this structure here, retested here, see you later, came back to retest one more time. This was very, very forgiving with the entries. Um, I was just a bit wary that it was just generating more liquidity and yeah, but once I saw these H4 closes in multiple H4 closes, I knew, yeah, it's just gonna puke at some point. Um, if you want, you can establish this as a H4 market structure break here, and maybe some test in here. Again, I'll just add here, it's no problem to me. Yeah, so just looking for the lows here, really. I'll take some more profit here if we get that. Add here, nothing else to it really. Literally, so add, take profit here, add here, close out the trade fully here, and then we'll look for longs if it makes sense. With Ethereum, right, it's pretty much, it's pretty easy. It's either here or here for me. No in betweens, because here and here, it's if again if you want to establish this as a range, I'd do this as that. It doesn't make sense for the mid to hold at all. It could do, and I'd rather just wait for a break of structure confirmation on a lower time frame. That's fine by me. If not, it's just here or here for me. So yeah, that's it. Not really worried about that just yet. We're still a way away, and it looks like it just wants to keep going. Lastly, we just talk about pump. Maybe I'll look at Sol quickly. I haven't even looked at Sol, but pump was a nice one earlier, which was a couple of days ago, I think Monday. Uh, was it Monday or Tuesday? Maybe Tuesday. It was Tuesday. Sorry, yeah. I didn't have the best entry. I entered around here initially, then I added here, and my stop was around here. I just thought the SR was very, very important here, and it held very, very nicely. Nice close, nice little wick here. It's pretty standard, and then I just continue to added here, added a bit more here, and this is my average entry now, and I'm just letting it roll out. I took 33% off here at the lows. On a daily, I've been waiting for this deviation to print lower here, and it just feels right, to be honest. God knows how far it will go down, but it's not really my interest or concern right now. If I just get a yearly open somewhere, yearly opens up there. What the hell? Um, yeah, this is just a complacency bounce, and this will just keep going now forever. Don't really care about that. Again, it was just meant to ride the wave down anyway. Didn't even know about this coin till yeah, late October. Would have been nice to short this. This was very very easy. Probably a retracement here. Yeah, wow. Okay, that would have been nice. Anyways, to manage this position further, we take a little bit more off here and full TP here. If we get a retracement into here, I want to short that, given everything's alright still with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Otherwise, that's it. Just let it ride out. Not really concerned after that. Let's look at some strong alts. Let's just look at Sui. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking here. Oh, that's if it gave a breaker structure, which did not. Zui, this just like a bag of shit as well. Fuck, you know. Mm. Yeah, I mean, this is just looks really bad. If you want to go for the midpoint here, you can. That's probably where the base will form. Otherwise, just keep shorting any bounces, really. If you look at the weekly bands, probably get a push up into here somewhere soon in the future. If you just chop around here, maybe push up into there, into this supply. Makes sense. Um, yeah, that's all you can do from there. You just have to wait for a base to form. But for now, I'm just looking at Bitcoin for a trade to the upside. Everything else is just a bit weak. Let's look at Solana, for example. Oh yeah, this is the entry I missed a while ago, just before I flew out. Yeah, I don't really care about Solana right now either. It's very, very difficult to see anything. Yeah, just have to wait for a base to form, honestly. The only thing that's clear is Ethereum and Bitcoin to me. Everything else needs a few days to actually figure out what they want to do and stuff. But for now, Bitcoin and Ethereum is what I'm concerned with. If I was to go long, I think we will get a relief very soon, just because we're so far stretched from the bands. There should be some sort of mean reversion soon. Back up into here. I would say around 108 maybe. Just because when you're so overstretched here, you tend to get an equal and opposite reaction of some sorts. You're way here, you're a bit away here, away here, away here. So if it just pushes up here, 108, the supplier, which I think everyone was kind of expecting, that makes more sense to me. Because what typically happens is the levels aren't usually wrong, it's just the timing. And then when you don't plan for it, for example, I'll give you just this one. A lot of people might have just been waiting for this one, these levels here. Therefore, daily supply, sorry, daily liquidity into supply, bosh. And back in the day, I probably would have waited for the same. But the level isn't wrong per se. It's just generating a bit more liquidity for it to hurt more, or for it to get more fuel, and for the move to make sense a bit more. Um, so yeah, that's it really. For Bitcoin, just waiting for some sort of confirmation or something that makes sense. Uh, Ideally midpoint or here. If not, I'll look lower. Just don't think lower makes sense yet. But again, we'll look at the volume, open interest and stuff. And then Ethereum, waiting for this to be taken out. And it's either take out this or we'll take out the rest here. And we'll kind of just wait for Bitcoin for that as well. If this doesn't hold, for example, I'll just be concerned with this sort of range here. But that's quite far away. Yeah, I highly doubt we'll get anything here. That's kind of the range you'll be looking at within here to here. But yeah, that's it really. Hopefully I'll be back in a couple of days where I fully close out these positions or update these positions and maybe get a feel on Bitcoin. But other than that, we'll just keep it rolling, keep the win streak going, keep the good habits, journaling, staying on the markets, adapting, having the plan set out and sticking to the plans. So yeah, nice one.